Hey guys, Echo here with another life story, and this one is one I just remembered the other day. It's just about possibly the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Still feel bad about it today, still think about it every day, you know. It is just a terrible thing, and you have to promise by listening to the story that you're not going to judge me. So this happened about when I was 16, 17. My friend and I worked across the mall from each other, so after work we'd always link up and eat food and smoke weed, you know, and we'd always eat food from the restaurants we worked at on the main road that was right next to the mall, right? Sometimes we'd session our lunch breaks together, you know, before, after work, we'll go get weed together after work, but this day we're planning on going to the plug after work together. Now, I'd love to excuse my behavior in this story by saying I got high as fuck beforehand, but the truth is, I was pretty sober, man. If I was high, it was only a little bit, okay? Now, this friend and I, he's the one from the high burnout video, actually go check that out, but we would just do the stupidest shit known to man. We ran from the cops countless times, graffitied in school, done burnouts, drifts, skids, sold weed together, ripped people off left, right, and center, and just got absolutely fucked up together pretty much every day. So we were terrible influences on each other, but we also had the best times together. He worked at KFC, and I remember this day we had a lot of extra chicken. Like a lot. We finished at 7 p.m. and it was summer, so the sun was still out and there was plenty of people around. It was still warm. As we're sitting next to this main road, we see all these seagulls. And you know, they keep almost getting run over by cars because they're stupid and they're just standing on the main road trying to get food. So the speed limit's really low and everyone's going really slow because there's plenty of traffic and heaps of people around. So the seagulls normally had enough time to move before the car hit them. I'm not sure if you can already kind of guess where the story is going, but basically, we're both chuckling to each other. My friend has the genius idea to throw some of this chicken onto the road to attract more seagulls. Now, there are two things wrong with this. First of all, feeding chicken to seagulls is kind of cannibalistic, mildly ritualistic. I don't really like it, you know. That's like if you were starving to death, right? On the side of the road, you were so hungry, and someone throws you someone's arm, cooked arm, and just goes, yeah, there you go. And just think there's nothing wrong with it. There's definitely something wrong with it. Now, the second thing wrong with that is it's getting big groups of them together on the road while there are plenty of cars, and this time they ain't moving. Now, he threw this chicken a few feet in front of us on the road, so there's a lot of heat on the weather bogey, because all these birds are swarming around us. I'm not sure if anyone saw him throw the chicken or not, but there, like I said, is a lot of heat on the bogey, man. Now, we're watching about 20 birds on the road munching on this chicken like their lives depended on it, and it did. Right as this car was doing about 5 miles per hour slowly approaches, I think 2 or 3 flew away. But when I tell you that at least 10 seagulls went under this guy's tire and slowly just got squished, and you could hear it, they didn't even make a sound, they didn't squawk, but you could hear their little bones. Now, what's so much worse is, because again, we were terrible people, my friend and I are just pissing ourselves dying laughing. I'm crying. I can't even control the sounds coming out of my mouth right now. I was laughing so hard. My friend is doing his best to keep it together, but man, it was not working. Now, like I said, there's a lot of heat on the bogey, man. Everyone saw us do this. So some Kevin in the crowd shouts out while watching this horrific incident happen with his family, all these other families watching us. They're on holidays and stuff. This guy just shouts out, "Who the fuck did that?" Now, my friend and I, we just look at each other. Again, still laughing. He's still got his KFC uniform on. We're still holding this box of chicken. And we're just alright, fuck it. Let's just bounce. So we just stood up, walked together full speed in the opposite direction to wherever this yelling was coming from. But I mean, literally 50 or 60 people were watching us while the birds were getting run over. 1,000,000% they knew it was us. So we still laugh about this today. It was just a complete classic story. Do I feel bad to being an accomplice to murder for at least 10 seagulls? Yes, but I also feel worse that the children who saw it And also probably the driver that had to scrape seagull off his wheels for the next week or so. But where I live, like, to be honest, okay, where I live, seagulls are total pests. Everyone hates them. It's just, you know, normally we don't commit genocide in public areas. But anyway, that was the most morally wrong, probably morally wrong thing I've ever done. Thank you so much for watching. Just a short one today. I know I've been slack with the stories. They're coming out, don't worry. I'm recording 2 today. I love you. See you later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.